Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for day 3 of Vlogmas. Today I have a special announcement, and it is I am opening up an Etsy shop. The shop will contain a lot of budget stickers that are fitted for Erin Condren and or bullet journaling. I mainly opened up this shop because I couldn't find any sticker kits that really fit my style of budget planning, and I really want to start getting into the community of budget planning because I 100% support what they do, and I've been budgeting for a really long time. So this is my way of contributing to that community. So as you can see on the screen, I did showcase the January kit that I created. Pretty simple kit. I try to be very simple and have every necessity that you need so I can keep the costs down for you guys, because I realize that most of this is meant to be more functional. Please feel free to give any suggestions or feedback down in the comments section, but anyways, let's get into the budget video. This is actually how I budget on a month-to-month basis, and I'm just going to showcase to you guys how I use these stickers personally. I do have an Excel sheet, so I will be making a video on how to create your own budget Excel in an upcoming budget video. Anyways, let's get into it. So the very first strip I put down is my income strip, and essentially I am a salaried worker, so I only need 2 slots for it. But as you guys heard, I opened up an Etsy shop, so I made an others column just in case, if somebody purchased something. So here I'm also writing down the estimate that I will be receiving that month. It's kind of like a guess of how much you have, so you can base your budget around it. And in case you guys didn't watch my previous video, it is a how to budget video. It's an introduction to budgeting, but it will showcase you how I created this budget if you're interested. So as always, at the bottom I create a total section. Here I actually zoomed in the camera because I realized that it was a little bit too far and you guys might have trouble looking at it. So I just went ahead and placed down the recurring sticker strip and removed my washi strip because I didn't feel like it was useful. So you will see that I have a lot of reoccurring stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through that. It's also very key to actually know all the reoccurring payments you have. I know that sometimes some reoccurring payments aren't exact amounts, so that's why I included the estimated column. And as you can see here, I made a little oopsie, because apparently I don't know how much my rent is. So I went in and whited that out. Something really funny that I noticed is that I actually track a lot of my expenses, so as a result I need both pages just to do my regular Excel sheet estimates of each month. And I actually didn't even get to use one of the strips I made, because if you guys just watch this entire video, you will see that I track almost literally everything I do. Here you see that I put down the savings washi strips, and here is where you will get to realize why my entire budget is so long and requires like more than 2 pages, and it's because I have a lot of sinking funds. Now, I talked a lot about sinking funds in my other video yesterday, where I find them really necessary and key, so I really stick to them. So I have Christmas, birthday, wants, vacation, car, clothes, and care. So I have a specific fund for everything I want to do in my life, or I know I will want to do in a year. So that's how I make money and budget for myself that year to spend on. Starting off on the other page, I placed down the spending strip. The spending strips are categories that I know will fluctuate depending on each individual month. So these are categories that I am tracking, and I like to list a lot of them because I want to see exactly where I spend a lot of my money on. And as you can see from my own personal tracker, that I spend a lot of money on coffee and tea, just personally because I do get that 1 or 2 cups of coffee or 2 cups of tea a day. Also, the expenses are a little bit high this month for December because I am traveling, so you might see some of the numbers being a little bit ridiculous, and sorry for that, but this is just me trying to be as realistic as possible because that's how you create a good budget. You really have to own up and estimate how much you really anticipate to spend. And I know that when I drive down to Southern California, I'm gonna eat out almost every single day because it's Southern California, they have a lot of good food. And there's just this one boba shop that I love and I always go to, so I know I'll be there a lot. So I went back to the other side and placed down all the pay stickers on any reoccurring payments that I have already paid off. Then flipping back to the other side, I placed down the no spend tracker and started marking off all the days that I did not buy anything out of the ordinary or was unexpected. So going back to the top of the page, this is where I placed down the weekly trackers, and I think weekly trackers are an amazing way to get started into budgeting. I feel like any budget newbies should start with the weekly tracker because you will remind yourself weekly about the budget that you are on, and then you get to see your balance at the end of the week to know if you're going way over what you were expecting or if you need to tone it down. It also gives you a realistic view of how much you spend week per week. So I went ahead and did this basically for all 4 weeks of December, and normally I would have everything in my regular spending category under these week as well. However, because of the lack of space, I did not include it, so I chose my top 3 priorities that I know I spend a lot. So this is a realistic plan with me. All these numbers are kind of what I based off every month. And in case you guys are curious about what the percentage divides up to, my necessity comes out to be about 44%, my personal expenses comes out to be about 24%, and my savings come out to around 28 or 29%. Now, of course, I want to be as realistic as possible to you guys, so for the month of November, my necessity, after I finish tracking everything, and these are real numbers that I have used, my necessity comes to about 39%. My personal comes to be about 26, and my savings is around 28. Anyways, I really hope this gives you a really good insight into how to be more realistic about budgeting and really helps you with actually creating your own budget and sticking with it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Bye!